Pink Floyd stands as a titan in the world of rock music, a band renowned for their forward-thinking approach and avid musical creation. Their discography is so textured and deeply woven that it remains almost impossible to fully unpick. Among their vast catalog, 15 studio albums offer an intricate tapestry of sound, making it a daunting task to pinpoint the best works.
Breathe in the air. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. Money, get away. See Emily play.
However, the band's principal member and legendary guitarist, David Gilmour, has occasionally shared his thoughts on which songs he believes are Pink Floyd's finest. Pink Floyd's story began in 1965, with a lineup that initially included Syd Barrett, Roger Waters, Richard Wright, and Nick Mason. The band's music evolved rapidly, blending psychedelic sounds with progressive rock elements. In 1967, David Gilmour joined the band, replacing Syd Barrett and adding a new dimension to their sound. Gilmour's entry marked the beginning of an era characterized by some of the most iconic albums in rock history, such as The Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, Animals, and The Wall. Gilmour's influence on Pink Floyd's music cannot be overstated. His guitar work, vocals, and songwriting played a crucial role in shaping the band's identity. Known for his melodic and emotive playing style, Gilmour brought a sense of cohesiveness and sophistication to Pink Floyd's sound. His contributions have left a lasting legacy, making him one of the most revered guitarists in rock history. In a 2006 interview with Billboard, David Gilmour revealed some of his favorite Pink Floyd songs, offering fans a glimpse into the tracks that hold a special place in his heart. These selections reflect not only the musical prowess of Pink Floyd, but also the emotional and personal connections Gilmour has with these pieces. Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, and Wish You Were Here are standout tracks, Gilmour began when asked about his favorite songs. Shine on You, Crazy Diamond is a tribute to Syd Barrett, capturing the band's deep affection for their former member. The track is a musical journey, starting with a hauntingly beautiful guitar intro that sets the tone for the entire piece. Gilmour's playing is both emotive and technically brilliant, creating a fitting homage to Barrett.
Roger was, when I did that little da-dee-da-dang thing in a rehearsal room somewhere, it slipped out somewhere. Roger was very taken with that very quickly as a sort of emotional little cry, and that it all started coming together from that little thing, I believe.
Following Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, Gilmour named Wish You Were Here as another favorite. This song is a poignant reflection on Barrett's absence. The track combines lyrical depth with melodic beauty, and despite being penned by Waters, Gilmour's emotional delivery brings the lyrics to life. It's a magnetic piece which begins with Gilmour's triumphant 12-string intro, the beguiling acoustic solo, and the pedal steel guitar that slices through the entire production, capturing the essence of longing and loss.
Bought a 12-string guitar off a guy I know. I think I'd recently bought it off him, and I was strumming it in the control room of number 3 at Abbey Road, and that just sort of started coming out, that riff, and a bit like the beginning of Shine On with those 4 notes. You know, I started mildly obsessing with this riff that was slowly developing, and again, people's ears, Roger's ears pricked up, and he said, what's that? Where's that come from? And I had a terrible habit of playing bits of songs by other people that were good, and Roger would say, "Yeah, that's great. Let's use that." And I said, "Can't. This belongs to someone else." So he got a little nervous about asking sometimes, and I think he was a bit nervous about asking in case that came from something else by someone else.
Arguably one of Pink Floyd's most famous songs, Comfortably Numb, holds a special place in Gilmour's heart. This track from The Wall features one of his most iconic guitar solos, often cited as a pinnacle of live performances.
This is the one which they wrote the music for Comfortably Numb, which is a particular tuning. It's not special, it's just an old Ovation acoustic with a different string set up.
And strung it up with all unwound strings. Put 6 unwound strings on, and the top 2 strings were normal. The next 3 strings were an octave high, and the bottom string was 2 octaves high. And I started strumming chords with that guitar, and found that you could be very lazy. If you have an open acoustic guitar and you strum a D chord on it, you can't hit the bottom string because it's an E, a big, loud, open, low E. But if you do that on this high-strung version, it just sounds great. It's got a 9th note pinging away in it, it felt like the more fingers I took off this thing, the better the chords started sounding.
Reflecting on performing the song, Gilmour said, "It was a fantastic moment to be standing up on there, and Roger's just finished singing his thing, and I'm standing there, waiting. I'm in pitch darkness, and no one knows I'm there yet. And Roger finishes his line, I start mine. And the audience, they're all looking straight ahead and down, and suddenly all their heads lift up. Every night there's this sort of gasp from about 15,000 people. And that's quite something, let me tell you." Echoes, from the album Metal, is a truly epic track that showcases the synergy between Gilmour and Wright.
Overhead, the albatross hangs motionless upon the air.
The song is known for its soulful yet technical solos, with Gilmour delivering some of his best playing with the band. However, due to Wright's death, Gilmour has stated that he will never perform the song again. There's something that's specifically so individual about the way that Rick and I play in that. You can't get someone to learn it and do it just like that. That's not what music's about.
Echoes was terrific fun to play, particularly on my last solo tour, and the previous solo tour, in fact in 2006 with Rick Wright, playing on that, and I always look on that song as being very much a duet thing between him and me. So that was terrific, and it couldn't and shouldn't be played again. Now he's dead.
For David Gilmour, the true measure of a song's greatness lies in its timelessness. The tracks he has selected as his favorites continue to resonate with listeners decades after they were first released. If their work can still feel valid decades after they were initially created, then there's a good chance that they are worthy of being favored, he reflected. This timeless quality is a testament to the enduring appeal of Pink Floyd's music. Throughout his career, Gilmour has maintained a focus on creating music that pleases himself, rather than trying to cater to the expectations of others. This artistic determination has played a crucial role in Pink Floyd's enduring legacy. When asked about his legacy, Gilmour offered a candid perspective. "I think our music will continue to be played for a while. Then it will be forgotten like everything else will be forgotten. How long will that take? 100 years, 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years? I have no idea. This is not something I think of very much." David Gilmour's favorite Pink Floyd songs provide a unique insight into the heart and soul of one of rock's most influential bands. From the emotional tributes in Shine On You Crazy Diamond and Wish You Were Here to the iconic solos of Comfortably Numb and Echoes, these tracks highlight the depth and diversity of Pink Floyd's music. Gilmour's selections are not just a testament to the band's legacy, but also to his own enduring impact as a musician.